Hi, yeah, I wanted to speak to how on a healing journey it's often important not just to be working on tools to regulate our nervous systems, perhaps to bring soothing, to bring calm through meditation and other kinds of tools. But often it's really also important to really complete stress cycles in our system, trauma cycles, places that have got stuck, places that have got frozen in time. And to complete those cycles in our system, which then also helps us to be more regulated over time if we do it in a titrated way, step by step, we often have to reconnect to unexpressed anger, rage, fear, disgust, all those kind of really challenging feelings, and find safe ways to help those feelings to move through our bodies. So like an animal in nature, if it is traumatized, it will go into a freeze response to protect itself, and then will shake out all of that trauma once it's in a safe space. So shaking is one way that we can release trauma from our bodies. Another way is by connecting to unexpressed fight response, unexpressed anger, and to find ways to let the energy of that move through your body, to express itself step by step, to move through your system. So with anger work, it might be more like wanting to growl or to hit or kick our legs or to make sound. So it's really kind of tuning into your system. What does your system need to release what it's been carrying? With disgust, it might be we might need to stick our tongue out, we might need to, and that also can be with anger as well. So it's really being curious, what's happening in your system, what wants tending to. And this is one of the reasons I'm passionate about the power of working with unexpressed anger, unexpressed fight energy. That's an instinctual energy within our bodies, an instinctual nervous system response that we need to often activate to empower within us to let ourselves feel. And particularly a lot of my work with women, at least is in groups. A lot of my work is with women in groups, and a lot of women are particularly taught to be good girls, to be nice, not to be angry, that sort of thing. When actually, it's a part of, and anger is a natural human emotion. It's a natural response to, any kind of harm we've been in, or to set a boundary. And yeah, we often have this fight response in us that, if we've gone into the freeze ever in the past in response to a difficult situation, then, that fight response is how we can start to come out of that freeze, unthaw that freeze. So that's one of the reasons I'm passionate about anger work, and it's been such an important part of my full recovery from chronic fatigue syndrome. Stepping into more energy, more power, more purpose has been to continue to do anger work. And it's also, I feel like it's been a really important part of my health journey in terms of, balancing my hormones better, and as well as physically healing from chronic fatigue syndrome and being able to come out of dissociation and trauma responses. So that's why I'm really passionate about this work. So yeah, I've got an upcoming workshop as well as an upcoming small course around these themes. That'd be lovely to welcome you to one or both of those. Okay, thanks for listening to me today. Speak to you soon. Bye for now.